Groshik must have still been awake because he answered the door only seconds after Des began pounding on it. The Neimoidian took one look at the blood on the young man's hands and shirt and grabbed him by the sleeve.
"Get in here!"
he croaked, yanking Des through the door and slamming it shut behind him.
"Are you hurt?"
Des shook his head.
"I don't think so. The blood isn't mine."
Taking a step back, the Neimoidian looked him up and down.
"There's a lot of it. Too much. Smells human."
When Des didn't reply, Groshik ventured a guess.
"Guards!"
Another shake of the head.
"The ensign,"
Des said. Groshik dropped his head and swore under his breath.
Who knows? Are the authorities after you?" "Not yet. Soon."
Then, as if trying to justify his actions, he added,
"There were 3 of them, Groshik. Only one's dead."
His old friend nodded sympathetically.
"I'm sure he had it coming, just like Gerd. But that doesn't change the facts. A Republic soldier is dead, and you're the one who's going to take the blame."
The cantina owner led Des over to the bar and brought down the bottle of Cortigue brandy. Without saying a word, he poured them each a drink. This time, he didn't stop at half glasses.
"I'm sorry I came here,"
Des said, desperate to break the uncomfortable silence.
"I didn't mean to get you mixed up in this." "Getting mixed up in things doesn't bother me,"
Groshik reassured him with a comforting pat on his arm.
"I'm just trying to figure a way to get us out of this now. Let me think."
They downed their glasses. It was all Des could do to keep from panicking. With each passing second, he expected a dozen men in Oro body armor to crash down the cantina's door. After what seemed like hours, but was probably only a minute or two, Groshik began to talk. He spoke softly, and Des wasn't sure if the Neimoidian was addressing him or merely talking out loud to help himself think.
"You can't stay here. Oro can't afford to lose their Republic contracts. They'll turn their whole colony upside down to find you. We have to get you off-world."
He paused.
"But by morning, your picture will be on every vid screen in Republic space. Changing your looks won't help much. Even with a wig or facial prosthetics, you tend to stand out in a crowd. So that means we have to get you out of Republic space. And that means..."
Groshik trailed off. Des waited expectantly.
"Those things you said tonight," Groshik ventured, "about the Sith and the Republic. Did you mean it? Did you really mean it?" "I don't know, I guess so."
There was another long pause, as if the bartender was gathering himself.
"How would you feel about joining the Sith?"
he suddenly blurted out. Des was caught completely off guard.
"What?" "I know people. I can get you off-world. Tonight. But these people aren't looking for passengers. The Sith need soldiers. They're always recruiting, just like those Republic officers tonight."
Des shook his head.
"I don't believe this. You work for the Sith? You always said never to take sides." "I don't work for the Sith," Groshik snapped. "I just know people who do. I know people who work for the Republic too, but they're not going to be much help in this situation. So I need to know, Des, is this something you want?" "I don't have a lot of other options," Des mumbled in reply. Maybe not. If you stay here, the Oro authorities are sure to find you. This wasn't a cold-blooded murder. The judiciary probably won't let you get off by pleading self-defense, but they'll have to admit there were extenuating circumstances. You'll serve time on one of the penal colonies, 5, maybe 6 years, and then you're a free man. Or I join the Sith."
Groshik nodded.
"Or you join the Sith. But if I'm going to help you do this, I want to be sure you know what you're getting into."
Des thought about it, but not for long. "I've spent my entire life trying to get off this hunk of rock," he said slowly. "If I go to a prison world, I'm trading one barren, blasted planet for another. No different than staying right here. If I join the Sith, at least I'm out from under Oro's thumb. And you heard what that Republic commander said about them. The Sith respect strength. I think I'll be able to hold my own." "I don't doubt that," Groshik conceded. "But don't dismiss everything else that commander said. He was right about the Brotherhood of Darkness. They can be ruthless and cruel. They bring out the worst in some people. I don't want you to fall into that trap." "First you tell me to join the Sith," Des said. "Now you're warning me against joining them. What's going on?" The Neimoidian gave a long, gurgling sigh. You're right, Des. The decision is made. Grim fate and ill fortune have conspired against you. It's not like Sabacc. You can't fold a bad hand. In life, you just play the cards you're dealt." He turned away, heading for the small stairs at the back of the cantina. "Come on. In a few hours after they've searched the housing units in the colony, they'll start searching the starport for you. We have to hurry if we want to get you safely hidden away on one of the freight cruisers before then." Des reached out across the bar and grabbed Groshik's shoulder. Groshik turned to face him, and Des clasped the Neimoidian's long, slender forearm. "Thank you, old friend. I won't forget this." "I know you won't, Des." Though the words were kind, there was an unmistakable sorrow in the gravelly voice. Des released his grip, feeling awkward, ashamed, scared, grateful, and excited all at the same time. He felt like he needed to say something else, so he added, "I'll make this up to you somehow. The next time we meet." "Your life here is over, Des," Groshik said, cutting him off. "There won't be a next time. Not for us." The Neimoidian shook his head. "I don't know what's ahead of you, but I get the feeling it isn't going to be easy. Don't count on others for help. In the end, each of us is in this alone. The survivors are those who know how to look out for themselves." With that, he turned away, his feet shuffling briskly across the cantina's floor as he headed to the back exit. Des hesitated a moment, Groshik's words burning into his mind, then rushed off to follow.